Some of them are TV satellites, some of them are radio satellites, some of them are communication satellites, some of them are cell phone satellites, some of them are GPS satellites. Hugh, there's probably 4 or 5 satellites aimed at your house right now.
Oh my gosh. I'll have to be careful what I do, huh?
Get the 10
My dad and my wife can be watching me up in Milwaukee down here as I'm maybe hopefully doing some housework and looking pretty good, you know.
Well, there you go. That's what Linda's probably got you under surveillance, pal.
I don't know. All I know is that she's having fun in the snow up there, and I'm enjoying close to 80-degree weather down here. I didn't dare tell her it was going to be near 80 today because, you just don't do that. You know what I mean?
If she's listening to the show, Hugh, she just found out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. She could be. I got a feeling that she might be. So
it's on YouTube.
Once I get done talking to you, I'm sure the phone's going to ring.
Hey, Hugh, thanks for the call, pal.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's a balmy 70 to 75, 78, 79 degrees today. So we're going to a high. Hey, we're going to get into this story. We'll talk more about it on the other side of the break. But you see progress always in Ocala, and it is evident again with new permit applications filed with the city of Ocala. There's 2 new national restaurant chains, another car wash, 2 new convenience stores, and an extensive renovation of another Publix grocery store. I've never heard of this restaurant that's coming, but it's coming to a building that hadn't stayed vacant very long. A family-owned national seafood chain, Storming Crab Boil Cajun Seafood. It has filed permits to open in the old Ruby Tuesday building. It's at 3500 Southwest College Road. It's billed as casual dining Cajun and Louisiana-style seafood. A document filed on January 19th by Funding Construction states that it will install $20,000 worth of new kitchen equipment in the old Ruby Tuesdays. Storming Crab first opened in Clarksville, Tennessee in late 2017. So this is a restaurant that hadn't been around very long. Late 2017, so 2018, 2019, and the pandemic in 2020. So a little over 3 years. It was started by brothers Kevin and Jay Wing. Their friend Sam Wing, who is not related, is the chef. They now have 14 locations. And when I read this, I was part of a group who would open franchise. I worked for Mellow Mushroom, and I opened franchises for them. And the first 70 or so franchises of Mellow Mushroom were opened in the state of Georgia because that's where it originated from. Now there's over 130 of them all throughout the southeast and some of the west area. But it was originally the first 70 or so opened in Georgia because you were getting your franchise rights under your belt. A buddy of mine, Zach, started Zaxby's in Statesboro, Georgia in 1990. The first Zaxby's opened in Statesboro, Georgia in 1990. I know Zach real well. Saw that grow from the one-room chicken shack that it was to now the conglomerate that Zaxby's is all across the country. But it stayed in Georgia until it got its legs under it. Well, this company started in 2017. They got 14 locations, but they're already in Tennessee, Indiana, Kentucky, New York, Ohio, Missouri, New Mexico, and now Florida, with plans of going to Texas and putting more stores in Illinois, Missouri, New York, and Kentucky. Now, details of when the Ocala restaurant will open are not available, but a new national seafood chain, Storming Crab Boil Cajun Seafood, planning to take over the old Ruby Tuesday spot on 200. There's another national chain coming that I've heard of, but I really don't know much about. I'll talk about that after the break. Now, one of my favorite restaurants, we talked about it yesterday at closed, Crystal Burger, is going to become a race wash car wash. Race Wash Express Car Wash applied for a permit to level the old Crystal restaurant on College Road and build a car wash. The 1 acre lot is in the parking lot of Ocala West Shopping Center. That was the one-time Walmart Plaza that now has Hobby Lobby, Blockers, all that in it. And they're going to open another Race Wash Express next month along the 7800 block of State Road 200. out there by the neighborhood market out west of the interstate. So the Race Wash Car Wash building 2 new car washes, one about to open and one going to open in the old Crystal, where they're going to level the Crystal building and build a car wash in that acre of land right there in the parking lot of the Ocala West Shopping Center. So there are two changes to the Ocala landscape, and there's a national chain coming that I know my fiance Susan is looking forward to. Her mother loves this place. I've never eaten one. I know it exists, but I've never eaten one. We'll talk about that on the other side of the break. Plus, there's a couple convenience stores that we don't have that are coming to this area. Plus, very popular Publix is going under a massive renovation. Progress everywhere in Ocala. That's what we like to see. You're listening to Ocala Talks. If you were expecting to hear Matt Gibbs, auto repair with personal care, he was a little too busy this morning to come in. That happens. Good for him, and we'll talk to him next week. This is 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
A tornado described as large and extremely dangerous by the National Weather Service in Birmingham, Alabama, left some people with serious injuries and caused significant damage throughout Jefferson County and surrounding areas Monday night. About 13 miles northeast of Birmingham, the city of Centerpoint saw quite a bit of damage from the storm. That's according to Centerpoint Mayor Bobby Scott. The United States has reported its first known case of the COVID-19 P1 variant, first detected in Brazil. The Minnesota Department of Health confirmed the case on Monday. The so-called Brazil variant is thought to be more transmissible. It is not known whether it's more severe. Sam Vigil, a New Mexico man, has sued the sanctuary city